Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
A Massachusetts woman who allegedly used exercise bands to strangle her 3 children in the family home, in a well-planned assault while her husband was out picking up medicine at a pharmacy and takeout, will finally face trial next spring. Lindsay Clancy, 33, from Boston has already pleaded not guilty to charges including 2 counts of murder, 3 counts of strangulation and 3 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon in the deaths of her daughter, Cora, 5, and her sons, Dawson, 3, and Callan, 8 months. Clancy, who worked as a nurse, was arraigned last year in Plymouth District Court remotely from the hospital, where she was recovering from spinal injuries suffered when she jumped out the window of the home. She will likely never walk again after being paralyzed from the waist down. During Friday's hearing, Clancy's attorney, Kevin Reddington, together with a prosecutor updated the judge William F. Sullivan on the status of discovery as the case moves forward with trial set for the first half of 2025. Reddington argued that Clancy should not be held criminally responsible for her actions because of her mental illness. Clancy has been held at Tewksbury State Hospital, where she has been undergoing psychiatric care since the killings. Clancy had indeed checked herself into McLean Hospital, a psychiatric facility, just a month ahead of the killings. We've got superbly qualified expert doctors who are very invested in Lindsay and her case, and we've got a multitude of corroborating witnesses who were able to observe her decompensation through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and into January, Reddington said to the Boston Globe. She went to a number of doctors and her husband complained about the amount of medication she was getting. Reddington alleges Clancy, who was a former labor and delivery nurse at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston, had been suffering from postpartum depression that was made worse by prescription medications she was also taking at the time. Defense attorney Kevin Reddington has argued that Clancy should not be held criminally responsible for her actions because of her mental illness. Prosecutors say Clancy had been researching ways to kill on her cell phone in the days leading up to the murders. During a court hearing last year, Assistant District Attorney Jennifer Sprague revealed how Clancy's blood samples found 7 different medications. Investigators found bottles of diazepam, amitriptyline and trazodone, all antidepressants, from the family home. All 3 had been prescribed to Lindsay 16 days before the traumatic incident. An expert then concluded the drugs could have placed Clancy into a coma or even cause a heart attack but not push her into a homicidal rage. The prosecution and the defense have painted widely divergent pictures of Clancy in the weeks and days before she allegedly killed her children in the family home in Duxbury. The children were found by their father with exercise bands still around their necks. The prosecution said Clancy behaved and appeared normal to everyone she interacted with, including her mother and husband. On the day of the killings, she asked her husband if he wanted takeout and went online to measure how much time it would take him to get to the restaurant and pick up some medicine for the children at the pharmacy, prosecutor Jennifer Sprague said. She planned these murders, gave herself the time and privacy needed to commit the murders, and then she strangled each child in the place where they should have felt the safest, at home with their mom, Sprague said. She did so with deliberate premeditation, extreme atrocity, and cruelty. An unsealed affidavit revealed that husband Patrick Clancy was in the basement when police had arrived to check on Lindsay and knew something was wrong because his children would not wake up. He approached the police and started screaming. She killed the kids, as he made the discoveries, finding 2 of his children with band around their necks, turning their faces blue and purple. Defense attorney Kevin Reddington, who has indicated that he plans an insanity defense, painted a picture of a woman struggling with mental illness, who had been prescribed about a dozen medications to try and control it. This is not a situation that was planned by any means, he said. This was a situation that was plural.